How did you catch the eye of WWE?
It was because I feel like AfterBuzz had several people who either were previously at WWE or had gone back to WWE, so they had a really close relationship. Obviously, Maria Menounos had worked with them as well, and one of my co-hosts at the time, his name is Ryan Katz, he actually went and did what was called the Diva Search back in the day and helped produce that. And he wanted me to come in for that, but I was too scared. So
you said no?
I said no.
Seriously?
Yeah. And
this is your break.
I know, but I also, I knew that while I wanted to be on air and while I really loved WWE, I don't know that I had the athletic ability to become a superstar. And I knew that about myself. And so I didn't want to take away that opportunity from someone else. I wanted to go in, and a couple years later, they did end up having a audition for broadcasters. And there were about 10 to 12 people in that. We all went to Orlando, and myself and one of the other guys, we were both offered the job after that and one other audition at a live event. And then I think there was like a hiring freeze or something. And so it took 2 years until I actually started.
At that live event, what were your nerves like then?
I don't think it was that. I mean, I was co-hosting with Tony Chimmel. So that was, I think, when the hiring freeze was up, and right before I went back, I co-hosted a live event with Byron Saxton, who I'm still friends with, and he makes everything so easy to co-host with him.
When you're doing that, are you hearing the crowd kind of talk, like, where are you during that, I guess?
Typically on the ramp, the entrance ramp, or sometimes in the ring.
So you can kind of hear the crowd if you're by the entrance ramp.
But I think I blacked out for both of them, so I don't know if I heard anything.
Are you just going off like your memory of your cues of what you have to ask?
Yeah, that was at the time they were introducing this new position that hadn't been done before, and I ended up actually not going into that role. I went into, doing more TV and digital stuff, but they were trying to hire someone to be the live event host to make the live events more interesting. I would say, and I told this to CM Punk recently, that AJ Lee was the reason why I started watching wrestling, and I would really love to do a sit-down interview with her.
How long would the interview be?
The interview would be 4 hours long. Just become best friends by the end of it.
We're going to go get lattes after.
I do really enjoy long-form interviews in general.
Is there any other talent that you would want to interview? Male
Talent that I would want to interview? Good question. You know what? I think I would put Michael Cole on the spot. I feel like he hasn't been interviewed in a long time. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but I've gone back and I've watched several of his interviews from back in the day. One of my other favorite books is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. So I'm doing a lot of, I skew more towards self-help and becoming the best version of myself, which has changed my life.
Who are some of your favorite interviewers?
Some of my favorite interviewers. I actually said years ago, I really didn't like a lot of interviewers because I feel like they ask a lot of the same questions. And as you know, it's really about the prep work and not to ask the same 10 things that have been asked over and over again. I definitely recognize that, when I was doing a lot of red carpets, is whoever the celebrity walking would be has already answered the same question 10 different times the exact same way. And so trying to just figure out something that expands on that, or you get a different side to them.
I have that same philosophy.
Yeah.